Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the topic Introduction to Electronic Communication System. So we all know what is communication actually. Communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts or sharing of knowledge between individuals or groups. Today we are all living in smart and digital world. One of the fundamental blocks behind this is nothing but the electronic communication system, the communication that can be possible through any electronic means. The effective communication which involves both transmission and reception of messages where sender encodes the signal or message and the receiver decodes the same. So this can be effectively possible using electronic communication system. So we are trying to define what is electronic communication system then. The transmission and reception of information through electronic means, typically using devices that converts the original information set into the electronic signals for their transmission. Information such as voice, text, video or any kind of data that can be converted into electronic form such as in terms of voltage and current, light waves, radio waves, microwave signals for their transmission. So this system, the electronic communication system that involves equipments and process which is designed to transmit, receive and process the information in the form of electronic signals. The goal of this is to enable communication over a various and long distance. It is maybe local distance or maybe a global distance by converting data into the electronic signals. And then the converted signals can be transmitted over a long distance using copper cables, electromagnetic waves or optical fiber cables. So the fundamental examples that I can give here for the electronic communication systems are telephones, that is nothing but the mobile communications nowadays, radio broadcasting, television broadcasting, internet communication where we are sending various mails and video calls and data transfer, browsing of information, etc. And also satellite communication and radar and navigation systems. Now let us look into what are the key elements of this electronic communication system. Here you can see the fundamental block diagram which involves basic blocks and electronic sections which are just necessary to design a fundamental electronic communication system. So let us go by one. The first set or first block, it is information source. The objective of any communication system is to convey the information from one point to the other point. The information has to originate from this information source first. Then this information signal can be processed further for their transmission. Next block, it is called as transducer, and the first set of transducer block, it is called as input transducer. Transducer is a device which converts one form of energy into the other form. Here we are expecting the conversion of non-electrical signal into the electrical or electronic signals. So the input transducer which is connected between information source and the transmitter which converts the non-electronic signal or original information set into the electronic form. For example, microphone, which is used to convert voice signal or audio signal into the electrical signal. Next block, it is transmitter. The main role that is played in the electronic communication system, that is transmitter, which converts information signal into a form which is of suitable to transmission over a long distance through some channels or medium. It uses the fundamental technique called modulation, where the signal is get converted into the necessary form, thereby it can be sent through a longer distance. So the modulation is the fundamental process or the main function in the transmitter section. Next comes the communication channel. The communication channel is the physical means using which one can send the signal or one can receive the signal effectively. The medium which connects the transmitter block and the receiver block effectively. It may be wired or wireless medium. Based on that, the transmission media and the transmission signals can be decided. Example like copper wire, coaxial cables, optical fiber cables, different waveguides or also you can transmit using free space or open atmosphere using electromagnetic spectrum. Next comes the noise source, which is playing quite important role in the electronic communication system. Noise signal is nothing but just unwanted signal when you compare it with the original information set. The noise signal that is going to degrade or attenuate the original information set. So the noise signal, it is just unwanted or unusual interference with the original information signal. Next comes the receiver. So the transmitter which can be effectively communicated towards the receiver, and the receiver can receive the signal which is coming through the channel. Demodulation is the main function or main process that is involved in the receiver part. Demodulation is the process where the signal can be converted back into its original form. The next section, it is again transducer, but it is output transducer, where the signal, it is converted back into its original form from the electronic form. Say for example, the loudspeaker which is connected between the receiver and the channel that converts audio signal, that converts electrical signal back into audio signal or sound signal. The final and the last and important stage and block of the communication system, it is destination. The destination is the final stage in the communication system. Generally, human or users at the particular place or point that to be considered as a destination, and a destination is a place where users consume the original information effectively. Example like watching TV, listening to radio, talking through telephones or mobile phones, etc. So that's all about the introduction to electronic communication system. Thank you.